Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. Becoming a parent can create a powerful desire to do everything right. You want to make the right choices, provide the best care, create a happy home, and give your child everything they need to grow. You may find yourself searching for answers to every little question, comparing your parenting choices with other parents, and worrying about whether you are doing enough. You may believe that being a good parent means being patient all the time, keeping the house organized, preparing healthy meals every day, never losing your temper, always knowing what your child needs, and somehow finding enough energy to handle everything. But the truth is, parenting was never meant to be perfect. Learning to let go of perfection does not mean giving up on being a good parent. It means understanding that your child does not need a perfect parent. Your child needs a present, loving, and willing parent who continues to learn and grow. Perfection can quietly create pressure in everyday parenting. You might look at another parent and think they have everything under control. Their children seem happy, their home looks clean, their meals look healthy, and their family pictures look beautiful. Meanwhile, you may be holding a crying baby, looking at a messy room, wondering when you will finally have time to take a shower, and feeling like you are somehow failing. But what you see from other families is only a small part of their story. You do not see the sleepless nights, the difficult conversations, the stressful mornings, the mistakes, or the moments when they also wondered if they were doing enough. Comparing your everyday reality with someone else's carefully presented moments can make you feel like you are falling behind when you are actually doing just fine. One of the most important lessons in parenthood is understanding that good parenting does not look perfect every day. Some days you will have more patience than others. Some days you will prepare a wonderful meal, and other days you may choose something quick because you are exhausted. Some days the house will be clean, and other days toys, clothes, bottles, dishes, and other things may seem to take over every room. There may be days when your schedule works perfectly and days when everything goes completely differently from what you planned. This does not automatically make you a bad parent. It makes you human. Parenting happens in real life, and real life is unpredictable. Letting go of perfection begins with changing the way you define success. Success as a parent does not mean having a perfect routine or making every decision correctly. Sometimes success simply means getting through a difficult day while continuing to care for your child. Sometimes success means apologizing after you lose your patience. Sometimes it means asking for help instead of trying to handle everything alone. Sometimes it means putting your plans aside because your child needs you. Parenting success can be found in small moments that may not look impressive from the outside. A comforting hug, a patient explanation, a bedtime story, a smile, a conversation, or simply being there when your child needs you can mean much more than a perfectly organized schedule. Many parents also struggle with the idea that they should always know what they are doing. But parenthood does not come with a complete instruction manual. You learn as you go. Every child is different, every family is different, and every stage of childhood brings new challenges. Something that worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. A routine that worked when your child was younger may need to change as they grow. You may make decisions based on what you know at the time and later discover a better approach. That is not failure. That is growth. A good parent is not someone who knows everything. A good parent is someone who is willing to learn. Another important part of letting go of perfection is accepting that you cannot control everything. You can create routines, set boundaries, provide guidance, and make thoughtful choices, but children are still individuals with their own personalities, emotions, preferences, and reactions. There will be moments when your child cries even though you did everything you could. There will be days when your carefully planned schedule falls apart. There will be situations you did not expect and problems you cannot immediately solve. Trying to control every outcome can leave you exhausted. Instead, focus on what you can control. You can control how you respond. You can control whether you listen. You can control whether you apologize. You can control whether you continue learning. You can control the kind of environment you try to create for your family. Parents often put themselves at the bottom of the priority list because they believe that taking care of themselves means taking time away from their children. But self-care is not selfish. A parent who constantly ignores their own needs can eventually become overwhelmed, frustrated, and exhausted. Taking a short break, getting enough rest when possible, eating properly, spending a few quiet minutes alone, talking with someone you trust, or simply doing something that makes you feel like yourself again can help you become more emotionally available to your child. You do not need to completely disappear as a person just because you became a parent. Your child can benefit from seeing you take care of yourself in healthy ways. Letting go of perfection also means letting go of unnecessary guilt. Parents can feel guilty about almost anything. You may feel guilty for working. You may feel guilty for staying home. You may feel guilty for needing a break. You may feel guilty because you lost your patience. You may feel guilty because your child watched too much television one day. You may feel guilty because dinner came from a quick meal instead of something homemade. But guilt does not automatically make you a better parent. What matters is learning from your choices and making adjustments when necessary. Instead of asking yourself, "Why am I not doing everything perfectly?" try asking, "What can I learn from today?" That simple change can turn guilt into growth. There is also something powerful about allowing your children to see that adults make mistakes. When you make a mistake and take responsibility for it, you teach your child that mistakes are not something to hide. You can show them that saying sorry is a strength. You can show them that changing your behavior is possible. You can show them that nobody needs to be perfect to deserve love and respect. These lessons may become more valuable to your child than watching you maintain an impossible standard of perfection. Your children do not need to remember that the house was always spotless. They may not remember whether every meal was perfectly prepared or whether every family activity went according to plan. What they are more likely to remember is how they felt around you. Did they feel loved? Did they feel safe? Did they know they could come to you? Did they feel heard? Did they experience moments of laughter and connection? These simple emotional experiences can become some of the most meaningful parts of childhood. So, if you are constantly trying to become the perfect parent, give yourself permission to stop chasing an impossible standard. You can care deeply without doing everything perfectly. You can make mistakes and still be a wonderful parent. You can need help and still be strong. You can take care of yourself and still put your family first. You can have a messy home, an imperfect routine, difficult days, and unanswered questions while still creating a loving childhood for your child. Parenthood is not about creating a flawless life for your child. It is about creating a life filled with love, connection, guidance, and opportunities to grow. You will make mistakes. Your child will make mistakes. Your family will have difficult days. But there will also be laughter, hugs, milestones, conversations, memories, and ordinary moments that become precious over time. Those moments do not need to be perfect to be meaningful. In fact, some of the most beautiful memories are created in the middle of imperfect days. So take a breath and remind yourself that you are allowed to learn. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to change your approach. You are allowed to make mistakes and try again. You are allowed to be a parent who is still becoming the person you want to be. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress, connection, and love. And sometimes, being a good parent simply means showing up again tomorrow, ready to try once more. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.